Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Donna here on behalf of Third. Well, Donna, thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to the studio.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You know, you haven't been here before, so we appreciate you coming in to visit with us. And, you know, you were on the board, what, about a year ago, correct?
Yes, it's been a year. So my first time being with you was virtually.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So second time, but first time here, and I'm delighted to be
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being here, and I know you have a lot to tell us about Third. Of course, you have new members, and then you also have some positions to tell us about.
Yes, and we were very delighted to welcome our newly elected members of the board, and I think you've got their names up on the screen. We have Jim Cook, Mark Laws, Nathaniel likes to be called Ira Lewis, and they were seated officially on the board at our annual meeting on October 7th. Their first official meeting was the 19th of October.
Oh, okay. So
and we had lots happening at that meeting.
Yeah. Did you? What are some of the things that you had?
Well, we have our new officers, and so I want to share that with you as well.
All right. Perfect.
Yes. President is Robert Muchnick.
Okay.
First Vice President Annie McCary has agreed to stay on.
Great.
Second Vice President, Ralph Engdahl. Then Jarrett will be Secretary, and I have the privilege of serving as Treasurer.
Now, were you a director last year?
I've been a director since November.
Oh, okay, great. And
November of last year.
Okay, so now taking on Treasurer, what are some responsibilities you'll have? All money.
There are a lot. Yeah, it's really just keeping an eye. You know, we certainly have a huge fiscal responsibility to our members. And so helping all of us keep watch over that and coordinating all of that. And also participating as part of our leadership role, participating in the GRF finance meetings as well, so that it's not just our isolated portion.
Right, right. And what are some of the things that you guys want to accomplish next year? Do you have a little tidbit of some ideas?
Yes, but I think my biggest desire, and I'll tell you about the second biggest one, which is the whole board's desire, but my biggest desire is so many wonderful things have been done by our departments to help us save some money in this time of rising prices that we can't avoid. So as part of the finance reports each time, we're going to highlight one area in which some innovations have been done here in the village by the departments that are going to help us not only look really good, stay the premier community we are, but also save us some money, which is quite an undertaking. So that's going to be the finance side of it.
All right.
But the most exciting thing that I want to share with your viewers is that at our October 19th meeting, President Muchnick announced the first of our town hall meetings. Third Mutual is going to have monthly town hall meetings. They will be, and so get your calendars out, they will be on the fourth Wednesday of every month from 3 to 5 o'clock in the Sequoia Room at Clubhouse 2. They will always be the same time. They'll always be the fourth Wednesday, and they will always be in the Sequoia Room. And what's really important for our members to know is that this will be an open forum. We are not only inviting members to come, but inviting them to speak. And because it is an open forum, that 3-minute limit for speaking that's necessary at board meetings will not be imposed. So we're just going to have dialogues. The President Muchnick will always be there, and he will be joined on a rotating basis with some of our other board members. So that was very exciting. And what's most exciting and important that we get on right now is that the very first one will be Wednesday, October 27th.
Yeah, so it's right around the corner.
It is definitely coming up. So that's really important. And I also, because we are back to in-person meetings after our long year and a half of virtual, we're back to in-person meetings, and I really want to encourage our members to come, to attend. We need you there. We want you there. And not just board meetings, because the work of the board is done in committee. And we would really love to have our members at our committee meetings, see them, have them come, hear them there, you know, take an active voice in those committees. And once the committees have done their work, what they've accomplished is what's shared at the board meeting and ultimately decisions made. But the work is done in committee. So please, to our Third Mutual members, come to the board meetings and also come to the committee meetings of those that interest you, and that schedule is posted on our website all the time.
Well, that is it's very nice of the group to decide to do that, because many people probably don't feel that the boards hear them and don't have an opportunity. And in 3 minutes, it's really hard to get all of your points across. So that's nice, although that could extend your time frame of your meetings.
It won't. It shouldn't be a problem,
Okay.
because we are pretty efficient at the meetings.
Great.
We follow Robert's Rules of Order to keep things moving,
Excellent.
and unfortunately, we haven't had people coming, and we need that. We need
Okay.
that voice.
Great.
And they are limited to 3 minutes at a board meeting. Plus,
Right.
the work is done in committee, so we need you there.
Right, right.
that
Well,
would be great.
what are some of the things that you think will happen at the town halls?
I don't know.
What do you
They'll just
think?
have to
Take a guess.
come. I would say, based upon the exuberance that we saw at our board meeting on Tuesday, on the 19th, we'll be hearing what our residents want us to know, whether it's complaints. We always, by the way, we don't mind compliments. We sometimes forget to do
Yeah.
that. But so when there is one that's deserved, we'd love to hear it. But we want to hear what our members are concerned about, because if we don't hear it, then we won't know.
Exactly. Well, I think that's a wonderful idea. Excellent idea. Now, Steve Parsons is no longer with you guys.
Yes, and as we welcomed, and thank you, as we welcomed our new board members, we also thank Steve Parsons, not only for his years of service as a director on the board, but most recently as president of Third Mutual, and he is stepping down, and we'll miss him.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the information. I really appreciate it. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so, and
All
I
right.
hope I haven't. And thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. And remember that the first town hall meeting for Third is going to be on October 27th from 3 to 5. We'll be right back.